Hey, Chris H here again. Um, I'm still in Thailand. I thought maybe I would have left already by the time this next video got made, but didn't happen. Um, I actually moved to another hotel in Bangkok, um, so maybe I can show you that later. Uh, let's see. I didn't sleep well last night in this hotel, unfortunately. So I can explain some more about that later. But for now, let's take a look at the room. Okay, it's a very nice room actually. I really like the room. Unfortunately, the sound proofing properties weren't to be desired. So anyway, let's get more into that. Just a couple quick facts about the room before I forget. It's located near the Onnut BTS station. It's one of the main it's one of the air train stations in Bangkok, and it's near Soi 50 or Soi 52 Sukhumvit. I got a really good deal on Agoda.com with this room. It cost about 1,000 or so baht, which is like $30, but it included breakfast, and I think the room is normally even higher than that, the cost of the room. So yeah, pretty good deal. That's one reason I chose this room. Also, at the last room I had, it was a little bit too close to the main road. Although looking back on it, it was a very nice room, and maybe I regret changing, but it's too late now, and I'm leaving Bangkok tomorrow. So, c'est la vie. And let's take a look at the room again, like I said. Ah yes, before we take a look at the room, once more, the hotel is called Cocotel. And it has like a sheep ram theme. It's kind of a cool, it's got some cool design elements, I will say that. It does have this sheep theme, which is kind of interesting. I guess the sheep are supposed to represent a sound night's sleep or something. I mean, it kind of makes sense. As you'll see, this room is designed in a more, you might say, minimalist style than some of the other ones. Which I actually really like. And when I walked in here, I was like, wow, I love this place. I want to stay here forever. I wish I had discovered it before my second to last night in Bangkok. But, you know, the sleep test is always the real test of any room, any hotel room, any house, anything. That's the test, you know. The way it looks, the nice accoutrements, the views, yeah, that's all cool. It's all well and good. But the sleep test, if you can't pass the sleep test, then it's going to be a long stay. Anyway, it's only 2 nights here, so it doesn't really matter. So let's look at the room again, finally. Okay, so like I mentioned, this room has a kind of minimal design, and there's some elements about it that I really like. So one of the things I really like is that it has like the first thing is it's only one room, but it's designed to look like 2 separate rooms. So it has the kind of condo-y, homey feel. Let me show you what I mean. So out here we have this like kitchen table, and there's a kind of entertainment space or whatever, living room space with these 2 chairs and a TV and a coffee table. And they put this kind of fake brick wallpaper here, and the floor is a different material than the bedroom. So with all of those elements together, you know, it kind of adds up to like, oh, it's a living room kitchen, and then here's the bedroom. And it does feel like that. There's the sheep that I mentioned. There's sheep theme of the hotel, of Cocotel. So I really like the minimalist wooden style of the furniture. And I love this desk. Oh my God, when I saw this desk, I was so excited. It's like a classic, old school, simple desk. Great for writing or working or whatever. No giant mirrors in your face. You know, it's got like plenty of depth. It's exactly what you need. It's even got these cute little drawers, which I haven't used. The hotel comes with 2 giant umbrellas hung up on little hooks there, which is nice. A lot of shelf space. You know, nice little welcome sign. Looks like it was handwritten, although it's probably not handwritten. Maybe it's fake, but it's still nice. We're pleased to welcome you. Have a wonderful stay, in quotes. Thank you, Cocotel team. I wish I would have a wonderful stay. The hotel also has some like minimal hanger. It's like a minimalist closet over there, which is also kind of, I don't know, it just has a nice feel, the room. Like it was really, they were really thinking about all the design elements and what they wanted the atmosphere to, be like. And another kind of rare thing I want to point out over here is that there's 2 air conditioning units in this space, which is nice. I mean, again, it adds to the feeling of like 2 separate rooms, even though it's one room. Although the compressor for the air conditioners is not the quietest, and I guess because it's located close to the bed. I've said this before, but other rooms, it's not always the best placement when the compressor is located. Yeah, what is that, like 6 feet from the bed? Like I said, I didn't sleep too well last night, and I think, like I already said, part of that was due to the air conditioner compressor sounds, but also the room is a bit close to actually it's very close to an alley, a very small alley that you would think didn't have much traffic, but unfortunately last night seemed to have plenty of traffic, so that didn't really help. But anyway, it's a really nice room if you're not really so noise sensitive as certain people like myself. You might like it. It's a beautiful view out here, I will say. There's this kind of gigantic house with a wonderful pond and garden area. I mean, it's like a single house over there. Beautiful. In such a central location of that house. It must be, I don't know, some movie star's house, some kind of movie star's house or something. It's also got some, well, actually only one piece of artwork, but I like it. I like the artwork. I like the photograph. It's I don't know, it seems unique. Just one more thing I want to point out about this room before moving on that I think is pretty cool is that they don't leave water bottles here, plastic water bottles for you. They leave these jars, these empty jars of, empty jars so that you can actually fill it up yourself outside where there's a filtered water dispenser, which is a pretty cool idea and definitely better for the environment, which is how they advertise it, and which I think is true. So let's try it. La, la, la. Da, da, da. Oh, so close, so convenient. Okay. That's it. So we just saved a plastic water bottle. Okay, so that concludes our little analysis of this Cocotel hotel room. There's also a rooftop restaurant where you have breakfast, which is kind of nice. I mean, it's always nice to be in a rooftop restaurant, that's for sure. And here we are in the rooftop breakfast restaurant. And now we're moving outside the rooftop to show you what's the rooftop of the hotel's like. It's a beautiful view. Isn't that amazing? And so this is like what you wake up to every day in certain parts of Bangkok, is like a view like this. Nice little kind of outside rooftop lounge here, looking across the street at some other hotels, and there's like a tennis court over there. Nice stuff. Yeah, I think this analysis of the hotel might have been a little bit better if I had more sleep last night, but I guess it's okay. The next question is, what is the adventure for today in Bangkok? I know that's the question that's on everyone's minds at the moment. So the answer to that question is I'm going to go hit up a traditional Thai market in a part of Bangkok that is a very Thai style, as they say, which means like almost no tourists. It's like a wet market, and they sell hot food also. It's a giant place near an area called Samrong. And the BTS subway station is also called Samrong. So, full disclosure, I actually went there yesterday and filmed it. So, I'm just going to edit it in soon. So, yeah, I have a friend who lives near there, and they kind of showed me around a little bit. Otherwise, I probably never would have even seen this place. So that's coming up next. Hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you next time in another country. I think for sure this time, because I'm leaving tomorrow afternoon. If you want to see what that next country is, please stay tuned. I think you might find it interesting. I hope I find it interesting. So I'm going to sign off ahead of time for now, because I filmed this upcoming part yesterday. So, peace. Okay, so now we're in Samrong, and you can see before you a place called Wat Dan Samrong. Wat means temple in Thai. And look at this, it's a bicycle rickshaw taxi. I've never seen this anywhere else except for here in Samrong. Maybe because it's so traditional, I'm not sure. Okay, now I'm inside the wet market, and I just ordered a Thai milk tea, which this woman is making for me. This is like traditional Thai milk tea, and now she's making coffee for my friend. Seems like we lost the sound here or something. Whoop, and it's back. Pouring out some boiling hot water there into the cup, mixing it up. A lot of mixing, a lot of stirring. And now she's pouring in some kind of, I don't know what that is, milk or something, with a little condensed milk on top of it. It's very sweet, these Thai milk teas, the Thai coffee. I think it's all very sweet, and now she's getting the ice together because it's going to be an iced milk tea and an iced milk coffee, given how warm it is in Thailand. And here we go, icing it down. Some more condensed milk there. Done. Milk tea is done. Some serious stirring.
My lunch today at the market cost 65 baht total. Thai milk tea, fried rice with chicken. That's about that's like $2 US or something. Probably less than $2 US. That's where I got the fried rice from, back here. I have a tour guide with me helping me out.
This is the part of the video where I eat some fried rice and glance around nervously. Okay, so now I'm buying this thing in my hand there. It's called, I believe it's called Snow Fungus Sweet Soup, or Dessert Soup. Kind of a funny name. I had to look it up online to figure it out, because in Thailand they can't always, translate all this stuff. It's made of fungus and dates and lotus seeds and other things. It's like Chinese style herbal.
Wait. Okay. Sure. My pen right. Oh, okay.
Apparently this guy was very excited to be serving a foreigner. Something he doesn't really see very often, apparently.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Great. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the last thing that I bought this day at the market. My friend and I bought this. It's like a kind of ginger tea with sesame balls and some other kind of longan type things and seeds, and I don't really actually know what everything is that they put in it. They also put in, there's a lot of sugar there she's putting in, very sweet, and it's spicy, and they also put like fried dough into it. It's quite a combination, and it's actually pretty tasty. I will say, it kind of warms you up. Quite an operation here. Okay, so now we've entered the wet market proper, and we see some vases, some flower vases there, because this is the section of the market that's dedicated to temple things you would use in a temple, such as incense and a lot of other stuff. I don't really know what it is. That was one store just now with all the temple things. And now we're moving forward to another section, which has, I think those are like dry fish and seafood products and bags there. Some veggies on the right, piles of eggs there on the left, and where am I going? I'm going this way. And here on the left, we're going to see a lot of meat, raw meat, you know, different kinds of meats, different cuts of meats, different animals, chicken, pork, what have you, probably some beef somewhere. Here we see the full chicken, the full-bodied chicken here being sliced up right in front of you. There it is. What else do we have? Fish. A lot of fish at this market. There's a lot of different kinds of fish. They're like flopping around, half alive everywhere. Different things in like these buckets, like eels and catfish, and I feel kind of sorry for the things in the buckets, and there they are. Got some bananas, of course, because it's Thailand. There's a cat hanging on the bananas. Great spot for the cat to hang. More bananas. My favorite kind of bananas are the stumpy ones right there. 20 baht for a bunch. Pretty decent. Lots of different green things, green vegetables. I don't know, it's like kind of green onions and bok choy and I don't know, tubers. I don't know what all these things are. Mushrooms. What else do we have here? More fish. These are like, I think, fish that have been dried in the sun or something like that. Something along those lines. Some sauce, some more eggs. Here we've got some melons, and that's a pomelo, a pile of pomelos, I believe, and some gourds, or pumpkins or something. I'm not sure what that was. And look at this. We're out. We're outside the market. We left the market. We finished with the market. And look at what we have here, because it's Bangkok. Another canal. A giant canal. And that's Bangkok, isn't it?